Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is hautemesstom and thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Right now I'm in the middle of a 6-month no buy and I'm spending a lot of time being critical of my own collection as well as new releases, spending time with my collection trying to love it as it is. What's happening, what we are in the middle of currently, is a bit of a reconsideration of my collection. So my collection is large. There are a couple other videos. This is like my declutter series, but also it's a collection tour series. So do with that information what you will. So we're decluttering, but I'm also showing you everything. This is my top drawer. And so my top drawer kind of exists as like a junk drawer. So like what we're looking at right here, this is stuff that I keep in my top drawer that I use either often or I'm like trying to get to. So we're gonna walk through this. This is the Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra Rescue. You're not gonna see a lot of complexion in this video, but I have this in my top drawer right now. I am currently amidst reviewing this product for the channel, so that will be coming soon. I will not be getting rid of this. So far in my review, I'm liking it, so we're on good terms. This is in my project pan. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. I like this as well. I find it to be rather similar to my Bobbi Brown face base, which I am now realizing is sitting on my vanity. But I like this. I have it in my project pan right now. So I use this quite a bit, but I think like I don't love this nor hate this enough to like really have feelings on it. I don't think it's something I'd buy again, but it's not something I mind using up. This is my Sweet Baby Angel, the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I mean, like, I guess I can show you the inside of it if you want to see it. We're getting some good use out of it. Love this. Stan this so much. Love the grip on it. Just so good. Okay, now there's like a cluster of other things. This is the Glossier Skin Tint. There's like this much left in here and I'm trying to use this sucker up. I actually have come to really like the Glossier Skin Tint as of recently, and I did a review on my channel of Glossier just kind of in general a while back, and I didn't give this like the best review, and I think this is just like a very specific product. I like it. I like it more now than I did at that time, but I am also much less interested in full coverage makeup at this point in my life, so I think that's why this resonates. This is in my project pan right now. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. We're like almost, friends, we're almost there on this one. There's like very little left. We'll get through that soon enough. Got powder everywhere. This is my MAC Paint Pot and Painterly. These last forever, and I kind of alternate eye primers, so this is like one of the eye primers that I am currently using. Speaking of eye primers, this is from Atelier. This is just their eye primer. They are a primer brand. That's kind of their whole gig. I really like this. This is actually my favorite eye primer I've ever used. I have very greasy eyelids. This really holds up. This really holds up. Now, it's done me very well. So I very much enjoyed that. This is something I'm gonna get rid of. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Pomade. This is the shade, it's cracked. This is the shade medium brown. I don't fuss with eyebrows anymore. I shave mine off and I don't even bother to draw them back on. And if I could, would just do it with a powder if I wanted to for a look. So I'm gonna bin this. It's old. I don't foresee someone wanting to fuss with this. So this is gonna go to the wayside. This is a little trial of the MAC Prep and Prime Natural Radiance Base in Radiant Pink. I have actually been very much enjoying trying this out. I don't know that I would ever buy a full size of this. Like, I like it, but I just like this more, right? My skin's already pretty oily, so I don't really need like shine. I don't need like radiance to be added, but I really don't mind it. And it's something I'd buy in a pinch, something that I wouldn't mind having a full size of, but I'm doing a lot. My collection's too big, so it's not something I'm gonna buy anytime soon. I made my first purchase from like NYX's website recently. This was a free trial they sent. This is the Bare With Me Hydrating Jelly Primer. I haven't tried this, but I'm interested in trying it. So this will stay, it is jelly. It's bouncy in there. That's actually very scary. Actually, upsetting. Okay. This is actually the only open mascara I have right now. This is the Pat McGrath Labs Fetishize Mascara. It is a mini, it was a 100-point perk a while ago at Sephora. I hadn't opened it yet, so my tried and true YSL, the Shock, was starting to, the formula was starting to not feel great on the eyes, so it was past its prime. So I opened up this guy. That's gonna stay. It's my only mascara that I have right now, which is a delight. Okay, this is from Bokeh Beauty. This is just their eyelash glue. I really like their lashes, but I like this. I don't know a lot about eyelash stuff, so you're gonna have to bear with me. But I like that this one has like a paintbrush. And so I actually use this more to apply glitter than I used it to apply lashes. However, it works very well as a lash glue as well. So I like that. The NYX Glitter Primer, I use this for anything that I need a little extra staying power. So where like the MAC paint pot and maybe the Air Atelier might fail on something, this is I don't actually use it for glitter. I mostly use it for shimmers. So is everyone else like that? I'm gonna use this for like real glitter as opposed to this. Is that weird? This is the Heavy Metal Glitter Eyeliner from Urban Decay in the shade Distortion. Now, I was actually using this not that long ago for a look. This is almost done. I was having trouble getting enough on the brush. There's no reason for me to keep this. This has been in my collection for a while. I clearly, there's only stuff left in the bottom here. I've clearly gotten some good use out of it, and I could keep it around in my collection and try to fuss with it, but I don't want to do that. I think it's time to just call it what it is on that one. This is from Chantecaille. This is a backup blurring powder that I purchased. Now, I talked about having this particular backup in my calculating all of the costs of the first half of 2022. 2021, and I bought this backup because this was originally limited edition, and I actually really like this, so it's not going to go anywhere. I'm going to hold on to it, and I'm going to use it as a backup. Okay, so I have two different inserts that we will just work our way through. We'll start with this one right here. So in here I have like glitters and a random assortment of things, eyeliners, lip liners. So here we go. All right, so I'm not gonna get rid of any of my glitters because there's really not an expiration date on glitters and pigments. There's some loose pigments in here too. So I'll just show you all of the shades. This is the shade Girls, Girls, Girls. This is from Slayfire. Shrek is Love. This is a collaboration with Bitch Puddin' and Slayfire. This is the shade Radioactive. And these are all of their glitter gels, so there is adhesive in here. And I find that adhesive from this brand works really well. This is Life on Mars. This is my favorite one. This is Enigma. Now, a while ago, Slayfire came under fire because they were advertising all of their glitters as biodegradable, but there was like an issue with their manufacturer. So now Slayfire is not all biodegradable glitter. However, I bought these before I do that, so I don't know which ones that I own are biodegradable or not. This is the shade Mermaid Scales. I don't know if I said the shade of the last one. This is the shade Chidori. And my intent is to use these, unfortunately, but I don't know, I'm not gonna stop using them because I bought them and I like glitter, but I will only buy biodegradable glitter moving forward. I didn't even say the name. This is Cerberus, and this is from Makeup Forever. This is the number 13, and it's just hollow glitter. Very satisfying. I should use this one more, but this one's definitely just a loose glitter. These are like pigments from Pat McGrath. These are all from Pat McGrath. Oh my God. The way my heart just dropped when I saw this cap just in the bottom of this drawer. Luckily, this glitter is still sealed. This is the Blood 1 glitter. This is from the lip duo, like the lip kits. This is the Venom glitter. This is a pigment from Pat McGrath. This was from the Metamorphosis collection. Here's the thing. I think this is its time to go. I recently in a video talked about how I thought the Hermes highlighter was ugly, and I think this gold evokes a similar color gold. So I'm gonna pass this on to someone because very little of it's used, and I have never, like, there's no mixing mediums in it at this point. This is the Violet 007 crystalline pigment. It is pretty. I don't think camera's not picking up the nuances of it, but it has like a pearlescent purple shift. This was in one of, like, I think I already said this, but it's one of their lip kits, and then this is also from one of the lip kits. This is also from one of the This is also from one of the lip kits. It is Desire, Blood Desire, Rose Desire. And so, okay, that's not for that row of glitters. This is from Tarina Tarantino. This is really old. This is Sparklicity Pure. And, oh, we can't swatch on a finger that already has something on it. This is so satisfying to me. I've used it as a highlighter, but it is just straight glitter. Now, I guess I don't reach for this that often. And I think the thing is because it's loose, I'm gonna have to put this in a maybe. I think we're gonna have like a lot more maybes than we usually do. So I'm gonna set this up here. That's gonna be a maybe. This is from Lit Cosmetics. This is the Vitamin C glitter. Okay, I do wanna do a quick comparison. This is the Radioactive glitter gel. Are they different enough? This is what I'm asking myself at this time, on this hour of this very day that we are currently living in. I would likely reach for this before I would reach for the Vitamin C, but this Vitamin C glitter has served me very well. Oh, so pretty. Oh. It's like one of the older things in my collection, and I think that's like why I feel like sentimental towards it, but it's just glitter. I can pass that on to someone who's gonna like it more. Because I think this is a good drawer for me to be a little bit more vicious in. This is from MAC. This is one of their acrylic paints, and so it's just like super pigmented. Now there was a time where I was using this a lot, but I haven't used it in a while, and I think a drag performer, or maybe, I don't know, this might not be good anymore because it's very separated, which, like, there was always like a shaking element to it, but there's like nothing. There we go. It's like there's nothing in it to move it around to really get it going. But I very barely use this. And I don't know. I'm gonna put this in the maybe as well because red is hard. It's fine. It's hard to like get a pure red in eyeshadows. And I really don't like water activated paints. They're like not my favorite. I use them because they do give you that impact, but I found this much easier to work with than those. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and keep that for now. This is going bloody nowhere. This is from Lemonhead LA. It's the Houdini. Wow, I've used a lot of it. Well, I think I put it on my body once, and that was enough to do a little bit of a damage. But what's nice about this is, like, I'm sure you've seen glitters like this before, where it's like some angles you can see it and some angles you can't. It has like that cool blue reflect. We're in some ritual defeat. I'm gonna start with one that I know I'm getting rid of for sure. This is the Black Orb Abyss cream potted, I don't even know what to call this, but it's an eyeliner. It's supposed to be an eyeliner. It's not black enough. It's not dark enough for an eyeliner for me. And I've tried to use it as a black base, but it doesn't really want to like budge. It's funny because like when I use it as like a precise liner, I have issues with it. When I try to like blow it out, I feel like I have issues with it. So I just don't like this product and I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like I would sooner, if I wanted, I would buy like a paint pot in black before I would buy this. But I wouldn't say that this is like a gel eyeliner. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people online get along with this rather well. It certainly wasn't for me. It certainly wasn't for me. Okay, these are two things that like, okay. This is the shade Ceruleum. And this is a limited edition shade from Ritual Defy. And this is like a flaky, I don't know, these are like their eye soots. They're, oh, this is a crystalline manner. Here's the thing, they're very pretty. Well, this one I find to be much more pretty than this one. This one's very pretty as well, but it's just not as special. This is the Andromeda. And it doesn't have as much texture. Now, the problem lies with, I think these are really great for very limited time wear. So I think if you were using them in a photo shoot, or if I was doing just like one video with them on my face, I think that would be fine. But I think prolonged wear is not great. They just crease up. And so maybe someone who doesn't mind the creasing up wouldn't mind them so much. Now, I did once wear this with glitter glue underneath it, and it gave it some more longevity. This one, I don't have as many issues with it creasing, but I think it's because it's closer to my skin tone, so if it breaks up, it's like not the biggest of deals. And I've worn this in video before. I've never put this on video before because it's like I'm so nervous about it. But the other thing is, I like very rarely play with them at inconsequential moments. So I think I would like to keep playing with them because this is just so pretty to me. And it just feels like such a shame that I can't make it work. But these feel like a great place. These would be great in a purgatory situation. So now I have an even newer pile for things to put in the purgatory box with some other things that I have found. We're getting into eyeliner territory. So off the noggin. These are old, so I'm just gonna throw them away. These are Lorac eyeliners. Here's the thing, I'm just not an eyeliner wearer. They still work, they still feel creamy, but they're too old to be putting near my eye, and I think they're too old for anyone to be putting near their eyes, because these are from like 2016, 2017. These are old. These are really old. All right. This is a mini of Black Her by Marc Jacobs. I like this black eyeliner. I very rarely use black eyeliner, so this will last me quite a while. I think I got this in 2020 at Sephora. I think it was a point perk. So this is from one of Pat McGrath's kits. So like the black orb eyeliner from Ritual Defy, I like using this as like a smoky eye base because it is so chunky. So it fulfills that fantasy in my collection that the black orb was trying to fill, and it just wasn't my gig. This is another eyebrow product. This is the Browfection from European Wax Center. I actually used to work for European Wax Center. This is fine. I like it, but again, I'm just not into brows, but I'll pass this one on because it's not as old and gross. This is from Lorac. This is a small black eyeliner. I probably could just pass this on. I hope I haven't swatched it. No, I've never even swatched this. Someone else can use it. This is a Bobbi Brown like cream shadow stick, and it's very pretty. And these are very easy to work with. I just don't know that I'm this girl, right? I just don't know that this is like a product for me. Like this is it twisted all the way down and there's product still sticking out. And I think I have like some much more casual makeup wearers that would get more use out of this than me. So I'm gonna just pass it along. Moving right along, wow. I'm gonna keep this because I haven't tried it yet. This is a Stila Slay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner. This is a very popular product. It's a felt tip eyeliner, but I really want to try it because it was like one of our best sellers at Sephora. It was actually the only Stila product we carried in our store because it was so popular. People asked for it so much, so it remained in store. This is from Shop Miss AOA. I thought I was going to revisit AOA products, but I haven't. I decluttered almost everything. I actually like this gel eyeliner. The thing is, I have other gel eyeliners that I like more, and I'm just gonna get rid of this one. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is just like a linen shade for the waterline, or I guess like anywhere you would want to brighten. This stays, it's not that old. I use it for what it's for. These are all from Pat McGrath. These are different things. So let's see, this one's a lip liner. Okay, these ones are eyeliners, so we'll start with these. This one's Black Coffee. This is my favorite shade of eyeliner. It's a blackened brown, so I really like that. And then this is, I don't wear this one as much, but this is Blitz Blue. It's a very pretty eyeliner. I normally do like graphic liner with this one. I know that that's not really common, I guess, for gel, but I like it. I'm going to use it. These are the only 3 lip liners I have. So I have Buff. Wow, some of these need sharpened. Buff. Supernatural. And Ground Control. And they're all like nudie. They work for me. That's like all I really need. I don't know. These are my first lip liners, right? I just never really used lip liner before I had these, so I like these enough to keep them. But I'm not like on the hunt. I don't need a lot of lip liners, so those satisfy the need. And then I also have this very specific lip liner from Patrick Ta in She's Hard to Get, which is hot pink. And it matches the lipstick She's Hard to Get. And so I'll be keeping that so I can wear them in conjunction with each other. I talked about these also in my what I spent at the first half of 2021. These are Danessa Myricks Color Fix, and I have the shades Rainbow and Jelly Bean. Jelly Bean is the orange one, Rainbow is the pink one. I very rarely remember that I have these, but they also are for like very specific products. I'll be keeping these, but I'm just letting you know that like I'm well aware that I don't use them as much as I should, right? Because like look at how neon, these are so cool. And they blend really well. They're just like they're very interesting. They're a very interesting product. So the goal here was to kind of replace some water activated stuff that I have. And I think, well, we'll get to that in just a moment, but I'm gonna take a quick moment to wash my hands. I feel like we all knew it was a joke that I thought I was gonna be able to get eyeliner and lip liner off of my hands, but I certainly fooled myself. So I'm gonna put everything back in here. I'm gonna just pass on this. This is old. This is very old. I'm gonna see if someone else wants it. It's just a powder product, or it's like glitter. So I normally don't pass on things that are as old as this, but I think that this would be okay with their hands in the hands of someone responsible. I'm gonna move on. We're done with that one. And these are an assortment of things. So let's get to it. I'm never gonna use this photo finish primer sample, so it's gonna go. Give that to someone else. I don't even know where to start with this one. Do I start negative? Do I start positive? What is this? Okay, it's a Bioderma cream sample. I'm gonna pass on that. Okay, I know for sure what I'm gonna do with this. This is from Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Crystal Reflector. in citrine. I never have reached for this, not once. And I was like thought I was gonna be the person, but like what Mario wants me to use this for is like never gonna be the way I'm gonna use it. Secondly, I have Trophy Wife, and Trophy Wife was something that I debated even keeping Trophy Wife in this declutter. So no, this one's gonna get out of my collection post haste. This will also be leaving my collection. This is from Krylon. It's the UV Day Glow in UV Pink. It is like a water activated, but I have a Rainbow from Danessa Myricks, and if I'm gonna reach for either one, I'm gonna reach for this one before this one because I just don't really like water activated things, but I know I have friends who will get on with that. However, on the flip side, I have not been able to get my hands on the Danessa Myricks yellow version of the Color Fix because it's like normally sold out. So I'm gonna keep holding on to this yellow one from Krylon, and I'm gonna put it over with the Color Fixes because it satisfies the same situation. All right, moving right along. I'm having issues here. This is something I bought from Shop Miss A, and I actually liked this. This is like a mousse eyeshadow. It's very pretty and very reflective, but the reality of me picking this out of everything else I have in my collection is just not gonna be, it's not it, but it's so pretty. It actually is so pretty, but I think a friend would definitely use that way more than me. I only want to talk about things I'm sure of. So this I'm going to throw away. This is the Gold 005 cream. This is just old. The weird thing is it still performs, and it doesn't have a smell, but it's old. I never reach for it. I don't feel comfortable passing this on because it is a cream. Like I don't feel comfortable passing on to someone, but like I'm just going to get rid of this. However, also from the same collection, this is the Gold 005 Pigment, and this is really what I wanted from the collection. Now, I haven't used this in a while, but you can see that there is good momentum on it. Like, I've been cracking down on this for some time. If I'm gonna wear a gold, like if I'm gonna do it, it's gonna be this one. And so for that reason, it stays in my collection because just how amazing, stunning, gorgeous. That's staying in the collection. So I have two chrome paint pots. Chrome paint pots from Tarte. Now, I know I'm gonna keep this one because I just think this is just such a divine color. But the only thing I hate is just this part of everything, this part of the aspect of a chrome pot. I'll give you the shade name here in a second. This is so pretty. I like it all over the lid. I like it when I'm not wearing eyeshadow because of the way like my eyelids are shaped. It creates its own shadow on it gives itself its own depth because of the way the light hits it when it's on my eye in such a way. But let me get you this shade name. I believe it's like Wild Heart, but I could be wrong. Wild at Heart. So I wasn't wrong. I was pretty close. I wasn't not right. See that Pat McGrath gold. Okay, this is the shade Fire Dancer, and it is like a beautiful. It's so pretty. And I stand by it being super pretty. I just am not one for red eyeshadow. I bought this because it was very inexpensive. It was on like major sale when I bought it. Like I believe I paid like $5 or like something very, very asinine for it. And I bought it because it was inexpensive. And Wild Heart was the one I really wanted, but I bought this one because I just thought it was pretty. But I think someone else will get more use out of it. I'm gonna pass that on. Really with the single shadows, I feel like I'm being so ruthless. This is definitely the most I've decluttered in this series thus far. I'm also gonna pass on this. This is an eye gloss from Pat McGrath. I keep having delusions that it's like gonna be a thing that I do, but it's definitely not a thing I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna pass it on. I don't think I've even put my fingers in that one. Oh, this is my Rodial Instaglam. I'm panning this right now. I don't know why this is, I keep it in here and I know where it is every time, but I was like, what is that? So that's gonna stay. That's a mainstay in my collection at this point. All right, let's keep hustling along. I have two of these. I don't know what I was, okay. These are the Astral White pigments. Not only do I have this in a single, but I also have it in some eyeshadow palettes. I do. I really do. It's so pretty. If you've seen any of my Pat McGrath reviews, you'll know that I really normally like the Astral pigments whenever they show up in a palette. I'm gonna keep this one that I've kind of used to death, and I'm gonna pass on. I'm gonna stop being greedy. I'm gonna pass on this fresh one, because like if this is the amount of damage I've done thus far, plus I have it in an eyeshadow palette, like I'm good. Like I'm good. But I'm gonna keep one. I'm gonna pass on this. This is the shade Burnished Honey, and I really had delusions of like starting to be a one shadow kind of gal, but I don't think I am. And I think that's okay. And I also I believe that this is in one of the Mothership palettes that I have. So, well, hold on. Let me set this aside. Let me just double check, because I actually really like the shade. And never mind. You know what? I don't need it. I don't need it. I was about to be like so delusional for a second. I have other eyeshadows that are this shade. I don't need this one. I'm gonna pass on it. Oh my God, I'm not gonna have any single shadows when I'm done. Okay. But the other two, I have these two single shadows. I'm going to keep these. All right, I don't know where my recording cut out, but I think it was a while ago. So essentially what I had done, this used to hold all of my single shadows. Now, a lot of them are now sitting in front of us. I've decluttered, so quickly, I already have, this is the Dark Matter pigment from Pat McGrath. I already have another one in my collection that I've touched, so I figure I can give a new one to a friend. This is from Surratt. I've had it since March. I've never touched it, and so I figure I should just pass it on to someone who will use it. I have about 20 items I'm getting rid of. These ones are all ones I'm gonna rehome, and I have 6 things that I'm throwing away just because they're old. I added one more thing to my Purgatory box, and it is the Pat McGrath blurring powder in the shade Light. I'm gonna do one more comparison against my favorite Chantecaille blurring powder. Chantecaille, I imagine, is going to win, but I've never actually like put them to the test against each other, so I'm going to do that. I already talked about why these are going into Purgatory. And then in here, sorry, I put some stuff back. This is the Mercury pigment from Pat McGrath. This one's brand new. I had one that was more well loved than this, but it unattached from the bottom, so I kept this one and I threw away the one that broke. Lapis Luxury and Synthetica from Pat McGrath singles. Those are swatched here and here. And then the Ultraviolet Blue and the Ultra Suede pigments from Pat McGrath are staying, and those are swatched on the bottom here. And then the Dark Matter, this is just the one that I've decided to keep. This stuff I put back in is stuff that was just kind of sliding around my drawer, and so this is what I'm putting back in. So as it currently stands, this is what's going back in my drawers, as well as these items right here. I'm gonna go put these in my drawers. If you are new here and you watched this whole video and you enjoyed watching me and spending time with me, thank you so much. I would love for you to subscribe, hit that like button, check out some of my other content, check out the declutter that I'm currently doing. This is like drawer 3, I believe. So there's a lot of other drawers that I've already gone through, and I have a couple more to go. So be on the lookout for that. Be on the lookout for more anti-consumerism content from me. I have a great back catalog if you want to check that out. I just did an anti-haul on live, and that was so much fun. So I'm definitely gonna probably do that again, because it was so much fun. I had, like a literal blast. And if you like my voice and want to hear more of it, I'm on a couple podcasts, and those are all in the link tree down below, as well as my Instagram if you would like to see me more silently. That's a great place to do that. And just remember, here's my cheesy tagline: follow your haute, follow your haute, and you will find me. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Friends, bye.